All right, ladies and gentlemen on YouTube, welcome back to my kitchen. I apologize for the interruption. I'm not sure why the live disconnected that way. It just suddenly gave me a recap, like a change on my screen. I'm not sure what happened there, but welcome back. This is the ending of the Egyptian style freak that we are making. So we garnished it with the fresh parsley. I do have a couple of shots to record, and then we will say Yallah Bismillah and we will eat. Okay, let me adjust this camera. Oops. Watch the full recipe video, including voiceover. Let's try that one again, including voiceover with step-by-step instructions on. Watch the full recipe with voiceover and step-by-step instructions on my YouTube channel and website. Watch the full recipe, including voiceover and step-by-step instructions on my YouTube channel and website, theegyptiancook.com. Linked in my bio. Nope. Watch the full recipe, including voiceover and step-by-step instructions on my website. Watch the full recipe video, including voiceover and step-by-step instructions on my YouTube channel and my website, theegyptiancook.com. Linked in my bio. I need to tilt it down better so that way when I'm holding this up, like the viewer watching like this portion of the clip can see inside the pan better. Watch the full video, including voiceover and step-by-step instructions on my YouTube channel and my website, theegyptiancook.com. Linked in my bio. Watch the full recipe video and watch the full recipe video with step-by-step instructions on my YouTube channel and website, theegyptiancook.com. Linked in my bio. That one should be okay, I hope. Okay. Watch the full recipe video with step-by-step instructions on my YouTube channel and website. No. And no. And no. And no. All right, take 5 or possibly 6. Watch the full recipe video, including voiceover and step-by-step instructions on my website. Watch the full recipe video. Watch the full recipe video with step-by-step Watch the full recipe video with voiceover and step-by-step instructions on my YouTube channel and website, theegyptiancook.com. Linked in my bio. I'm just going to trust it and go with it. I had to record my intro. You have to try this Egyptian food. Let's make this Egyptian style freak. That one should be okay. Let's review it. You have to try this Egyptian food. Let's make this Egyptian style freak. All right, that should be good. Right now I'm just scooping around the eggs just to get some in the bowl. Then I'll do the eggs on top. All right, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Egyptian style freak. Let me get a couple more shots for that I'll use for my thumbnail. You have to try this Egyptian food. Let's make this Egyptian style freak. Focus. You have to try this Egyptian food. Let's make this Egyptian style freak. Let me actually change the camera angle slightly. You have to try this Egyptian food. Let's make this Egyptian style freak. You'll find the full recipe, including voiceover and step-by-step instructions, on my YouTube channel and my... You'll find the full recipe, including You'll find the full recipe, including voiceover and step-by-step instructions, on my YouTube channel and website, theegyptiancook.com. You have to try this Egyptian food. Let's make this Egyptian style freak. You have to try this Egyptian food. Let's make this Egyptian style freak. You'll find the full recipe, including voiceover and step-by-step instructions, on my YouTube channel and website, theegyptiancook.com. Linked in my bio. Yalla bismillah. Yalla bismillah. Yalla bismillah. Yalla bismillah. Yalla bismillah. Okay, that one's good. Okay, food's in focus. You'll find the full recipe, including voiceover and step-by-step instructions, on my YouTube channel and website, theegyptiancook.com. That one's good. All right, that one's good as well too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are good to go. Egyptian style freak made in tomato sauce with eggs on top. Freak is a whole grain young wheat. This is one of the many ways to prepare it. Yallah bismillah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it, Egyptian style freak. So just to give you a quick synopsis on today's live, and in advance, I'd like to apologize to everyone on YouTube for whatever reason my original live ended. I have no idea why. Once I get off of this one, this part two, I will go back and look and see why the first one just abruptly uh, ended. But to give you guys a recap of how this was made, we started with a tomato sauce, which was diced onions and minced garlic fried in olive oil. Once it became fragrant and had some color, we added in some diced tomatoes along with tomato paste. We seasoned it all with ground coriander, ground cumin, sea salt, and black pepper. We gave it a nice mix, and then we added water. And then we introduced an immersion blender to the operation to make it nice and smooth. And then that is what essentially uh, created the tomato sauce. And then while that was reaching a low simmer or a simmer in general, we washed the freak, which is a whole grain young wheat. Here is what I used. You can find this essentially at any local Mediterranean grocery store or market. You want to look for whole grain young wheat is what was used to make this dish, also known as freak in Egyptian culture. In Egyptian culture. So we washed this in water, and then we drained the water, and then once it was all nice and washed, we incorporated it with the tomato sauce. We covered it with the tomato sauce, and we topped it off with a little bit of water, about half an inch above the level of freak. We put the lid on. Well, we let it reach a boil first, then we turned the heat down to low. We put the lid on, and then we let it cook at a low simmer for approximately 40 minutes. 40 minutes. 40 minutes. And then once that cook time was up, we gave it a gentle mix. And then we created little craters. And then in each crater, we cracked one egg. We added just a little bit of water, a splash of water, like around each side of the pot. Then we put the lid on and we let it cook essentially until the eggs became well done. So it took several minutes for it to reach that cook consistency. Then once that happened, we garnished it with fresh parsley, and there you have it, Egyptian style freak. An alternative to the steps where you add the eggs, what you can do once the freak is cooked, you transfer it all to a baking dish and you make it nice and level. And then you do the same thing. You create the craters and you crack an egg into each crater, and then you bake it in the oven. So that is an alternative way to make it. You can either do it all in one pan, stovetop, or you can transfer it to a baking dish and bake it in the oven once you incorporate the eggs for those remaining steps. So there you have it, Egyptian style freak. The full recipe video for how to make this, the final cut, will post to my YouTube channel, exclusively to my YouTube members, by tomorrow night. So if you are not a paid member on my YouTube channel, go ahead and click that join button. It is only $2.99 per month. That is less than your average cup of coffee if you go out to any coffee shop. It is one of the best ways to support me and what I do here in my kitchen, and to continue sharing Egyptian food and culture with each and every single one of you. So if you're not already a paid member, go ahead and click that join button. So that will post to exclusively to anyone who is a part of the paid membership on my YouTube by tomorrow night. For everybody else, it will not post until next week, Monday. So in 8 days. Tomorrow's recipe that will post for everybody will be my Egyptian style fasolia recipe, which is a green beans and beef stew. So definitely check that one out tomorrow when it posts for everyone. Other than that, thank you to everybody who joined in to today's live. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Once again, I apologize to those of you on YouTube who were part of the original live that abruptly ended towards the end when it came time for us to garnish it with the fresh parsley. So I apologize to everybody, but also appreciate everyone who has been a part of my live on both TikTok and YouTube tonight. Thank you, everyone. I am Muhammad the Egyptian Cook, and that concludes tonight's live. Thank you, and have a wonderful night.